Hey Libra, welcome to your reading for 2021, the year ahead. Thank you for joining me. My name's Amanda. I'm at Luna Sync Tarot. I have already shuffled your cards and I laid them out here. One card for each month, except for December, 2 cards fell out for you. So let's get in here and take a look at what's going on for you for 2021. An overall view here, we have a series of 5s. 5 is the number of conflict and change. We have a few 6s, so we have a progression from 5 to 6. There is a progression happening for you in 2021. 6 is the number of success and victory, achievement, essentially. So we have this interplay in 2021 of you striving for something and then hitting sort of blockades, barriers, challenges. Doesn't need to be anything to be afraid of. This happens in life, right? So these are everyday challenges that you're coming up against as you strive towards something that feels very passionate, very creative, something new that you're beginning. You're investing your time and energy into. The cards here at the end in December really serve as a sort of key to the year in terms of what it is that spiritually you are being asked to develop. We have the Hierophant here in December, and we have the Moon, 2 major arcanas, and the only major arcanas in your reading. There is a call for you to find the God within. Go within to find spiritual truth. And I say that because the Hierophant, which is all about spiritual truth, spiritual guidance, spiritual community, spiritual authority. The Hierophant was the person that mediated between the individual and God. Crossed by the Moon, which is a delving into the subconscious or the unconscious in order to find that spiritual truth, in order to raise that spiritual, in order to develop spiritually. And so this is a call. The whole reading really could be seen as your progression toward this going within to find your own God, to find your own spiritual truth, to find your own spiritual meaning. Let's start in January. In January, we have you looking out at the horizon, waiting for your ships to come in. So you've already put in some work and some effort around some idea, passion project, new initiative, new endeavor, and you're waiting to get that feedback about it, right? So you started it, you implemented it, you put a plan in place, you put it out there into the world, and now you're waiting for the feedback. This is, you're starting to see some achievement around this thing that you invested your time and energy into. 3 of Wands. You do get to see that achievement come to fruition here, because in February we have the 6 of Wands, which is being recognized for some achievement. Success, achievement, feeling like you've achieved some sort of victory. So whatever feedback you got was put you in a place where you felt victorious or are feeling victorious. In March, there's a setback. We see some sort of emotional loss, having to come to terms with and accept some sort of loss. In April, there's a feeling of skepticism, like people are out to get you, essentially, like you need to protect yourself. There's some sort of psychic wound that you're harboring, probably as a result of whatever happened here back in March. So you see what I'm saying? There is this sort of outward expansion and achievement and success met, and then you meet an obstacle. This is the first obstacle encountered here in March and April. Just some sort of emotional disappointment that leaves you in this place of like, who's my friend? Who are my enemies? Who are my friends? Trying to make that distinction. Also protecting yourself. In January, February, March, April, May. In May, we have a new start, but I don't think that it's a totally new start. I think you're picking this thing back up that you saw, that you've already put the work into back in January and February and saw some success around. I feel like you're picking this thing back up and like, okay, let's just keep going. I had this setback. Let's just keep going. This is a new opportunity for me. I'm going to invest my energy in this once again. And it feels like an infusion of spirit, an infusion of creativity, an infusion of energy, because it's the ace. In June, we have yet another setback, another 5. This is a win in vain. Somebody wants to be right, and it doesn't matter who they hurt. It's a win without compassion, a win without empathy. It's wanting to win at all costs. So there's some sort of conflict here that feels nasty. So this thing that you're trying to get off the ground and invest your time and energy into, I do feel like it's the right thing to do. It's the right place to put your energy. However, you're being tested. You're being tested with feelings of disappointment, feelings of paranoia and distrust and conflicts, essentially, throughout the first part of 2021. This thing, you're having to prove yourself. You're having to prove you're having to prove your energy. You're having to show yourself and prove to yourself that you know how to use this energy wisely and that you can focus on it despite these drawbacks, despite these challenges and setbacks. Because that is what this thing requires. It requires your focused investment of energy, your spirit, your creativity. We're all going to encounter these things in our life. Unfortunately, they are unavoidable because we deal with other people, right? We deal with other people and other people's agendas. However, the challenge and the test for you is, can you maintain your focus and your energy, your positive investment of energy into this thing in order to move it forward, despite the drawbacks? In the second part of the year, we have the Knight of Cups in July with the Queen of Pentacles in August, or the Queen of Wands in August and the Queen of Pentacles in September. So we have a series of personalities coming in here. This could be people surrounding you having an influence on your life at this time. It could be energy that you're stepping into. It could be both. But let's look at this. The Knight of Cups is coming in with a offering of love, and I feel like it's to the Queen of Pentacles. Either they see you as the Queen of Wands. Sorry, I keep getting these two interchanged. Queen of Wands. The Knight of Cups is coming in with an offer of love to the Queen of Wands. I feel like you're the Queen of Wands, and this Knight of Cups is somebody else coming in to offer you something around love. This is a mismatch of energy and status. The Queen of Wands is magnetic, sexy, fiery, passionate, sunny, optimistic. When she walks in the room, everybody takes notice. She's a leader in her own right. She is warm and charismatic and surrounded by a huge community, a huge network. She knows how to make shit happen, right? And this Knight of Cups is just not gonna cut it. Sorry, Knight of Cups, but you're not going to cut it, because the Knight of Cups is dreamy and unfocused and in love with love. There's nothing very solid about his love offer. He's like the ultimate romantic. He's invested in fantasy, romantic fantasy, not in sort of like the nitty-gritty reality of a relationship and what it takes to build a relationship and what it takes to make a relationship happen. Now, the Queen of Wands is all about, she embodies that energy that makes it happen. And it's usually around, let me pull this away. For the Queen of Wands, that energy is usually focused towards a Wands type endeavor. which you are absolutely focused on through the first part of the year. This is a new career opportunity, a new vocation, a new entrepreneurial opportunity, something to do with passion and your creativity, and bringing that into fruition, into reality. So this mismatch is a really interesting way to start off the second part of the year. Somebody's going to come in to say, hey, I have something to offer you, and you're looking away like, no, dude, I know what you're about. Like, that is not a legit offer to the Queen of Wands. The only person who can match the Queen of Wands is the King of Wands. So, you know, enjoy your fantasy, Knight of Cups, but it's not going to materialize into reality. In September, we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. In October, we have the Six of Pentacles. I'm going to read these two together. So the Queen of Pentacles is very akin to the Magician in that she is intrinsically tied to the natural world and therefore able to manifest great abundance around herself. The level of self-awareness that the Queen of Pentacles brings to the table is off the chart. She knows who she is, she knows how she works, and she knows how to do it. She knows how to make it happen, much like the Queen of Wands, in a different way. Like it's very practical, it's very tangible, it's very materialistic, right? Which is not to bring any sort of character assassination to the Queen of Pentacles when I say materialistic. What I mean is like the actual, you know, like you can see, taste, touch, feel it. She is magical in that way. The Six of Pentacles shows a hierarchy here of giving and receiving, generosity and receptivity. Look at this. There's some sort of balance that needs to be achieved here. Either the Queen of Pentacles is bringing this energy in, like seek balance in terms of the flow of abundance, giving and receiving. Analyze and identify where you're at in that flow. Are you holding on? Are you needing to give more? Are you needing to open up? Are you refusing to receive help, refusing the gift? Or, you know, where are you at there? And where there is imbalance, please bring balance to it. Somebody also might be coming in towards the middle of the last part of the year to support you financially where this endeavor is concerned. All right, moving on to November, we have another personality, another character, this Page of Swords energy. This is somebody who is removed from the scene. They prefer detachment and observation. They feel above it all to a certain extent, and this is often called the spy card because of that. Because they watch and they observe and they do not get involved. This is also sort of an immature, emotionally immature energy coming in November. I have to fight my predisposition to dislike the Page of Swords. In the most basic meaning, it could, the Page of Swords is simply a researcher, somebody who's attempting to find the truth, witnessing, observing the truth. In the negative aspect, it's somebody who's pretty petty, immature, impulsive, and rash. So in November, for what it's worth, there's a personality lurking around you quite like that. And whether or not it's in the positive or the negative is to be seen. It could be an energy that you can harness to your benefit. Finally, in December and January, we have the Hierophant and the Moon, and I already talked a bit about this, and that is turning within. Like, I feel like through this progression of achievement, success, achievement, devotion of time and energy towards this passionate endeavor, and then overcoming these obstacles that you hit throughout the way with the Five of Cups and the Five of Swords, which is emotional disappointment and conflict. The call is to, it's a progression toward this, towards turning within to discover or rediscover your spiritual truth. And this does feel like an initiation to me, quite frankly. We have the Hierophant with his hand up and his scepter, calling in, initiating, potentially initiating these two monks, or initiating the spiritual individual or the spiritual community into a covenant of some sort. So this is an initiation to, it feels almost like a dark night of the soul, but it's like an initiation to go within and to reconnect with your own inner truth. It's quite deep towards the end of the year here, Libra. So Libra, if this reading resonated with you, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing to my channel. I'm wishing you the best in 2021. It looks like you're on the right path. I love that you're investing your energy in this thing that you're pursuing. I do see achievement and success here for you. New opportunity. I see a lot of personalities around you at this time, either aiding you, coming to your benefit, or serving as a distraction. I'm thinking that in terms of the Knight of Cups and the Page of Swords. Be aware of this Knight of Cups energy. They sound real good when they talk. Let's just say that. They sound real good when they talk. And also be aware of this Page of Swords energy. You might be able to harness the energy of the Page of Swords to your benefit. So keep an eye out for that. All right. I'm wishing you the best in 2021. Take good care.